It is hard to believe it's Thursday, Streakers. I honestly thought that today was Monday until I realized that as I looked at the calendar that it was Thursday. I mean, have you had those weeks where you're cruising along, things are as busy as could be, you wake up, you get to work, and then you realize that it's not the day that you thought it was? It reminds me of that episode of The Office where Dwight thought that it was Friday and it was really Thursday, and then Jim really played on that. A lot of fun. I didn't get that far in today. However, I did think that today literally was Monday. Hopefully you're having a great Thursday. This is Jeff Downs, and this is The Streaking Show. Today, I wanted to just highlight a little bit about what's happening in the Streaking app because there are so many great, wonderful things that are happening. If you haven't downloaded the Streaking app yet, you ought to do it because tomorrow we get a major upgrade. The Streaks page gets a full face redesign, and also the media or the social media page, the feed gets a full redesign as well. And both are absolutely stunning. I think that it really embodies all the methodology of what streaking is about. As I've gone through and been a part of the testing, I just barely downloaded it at the beginning of this week because we're ready to release at the end of this week. And so we wanted to get as many people testing the new release as possible. I'm just stunned at what it is that the developers and also the designer, Talon, has done in order to make the Streaking app even more usable, more friendly, more about social media and community in the sense of supporting one another, helping one another, encouraging one another to keep the streaks alive. It is absolutely wonderful. You know, some people have asked if they can go straight to their Streaks page rather than open to the social media page. Because right now, when you download the Streaking app, after you've registered to Streak, it goes right to the social media page so that you can see what other people are doing. Now, obviously, there's a method for the madness. We can't continue to provide the app for free. And so what we're striving diligently to do is to pay for the app through advertising. Now, there's also going to be special features that are available to those who subscribe to the app. So it's both options where you'll be able to have the social media feed and have advertising, or subscribe, have no advertising, and then also other features as they come out, you'll be able to have. However, everyone will be able to have at least 3 streaks that they can start and continue. One of the biggest problems of streaking, I would say, when someone discovers it and recognizes it and sees it for the first time, is overloading with streaks. It's almost the same thing that happens when you get really excited and motivated about, let's say, an exercise program. One of the exercise programs that's out there, 75 Hard, you get really excited about and motivated about, and in about 2 weeks, you're usually done with it. Most people do not make 75 Hard. There's a few that do, but there's most that don't. If you look at any other self-improvement program, we get really motivated for the first couple of weeks, and we want to do everything, and our willpower is high, and our energy is high around it, and our motivation is off the charts. But then we come back 2 weeks later and we're not doing it at all. This is what we found also in the Streaking app. You realize it's like, oh, I'm going to set 15 laughably simple streaks that I'm going to keep every single day. And if I do those 15 every single day, I'm just going to be fantastic. And I've wanted to do these for such a long time, and I'm so motivated, and it seems so simple and so easy. And then you get into it and realize that the 15 streaks are just like doing one thing at a huge intensity level. When Jamie and I started streaking, we happened onto the first law of streaking as well as an ancillary law that supported the entire idea of getting your streaks going, getting personal improvement on a consistent, consecutive basis. And what we happened on was from the first streak set to the second streak set was a massive amount of time, 300 days. From the first streak, run a walk at least 1 mile every day, to the second streak, which for me was to floss my teeth at least 2 times every day. There were 300 days, 300 consecutive days of running or walking at least 1 mile. as people download the Streaking app, what they've been doing, because we've had unlimited streaks, is putting in as many streaks as they thought they wanted at that time. And what it actually did was work against them, because now the intensity of the number of streaks was really high, rather than looking at it and saying, what's the one or two activities I need to do for a long period of time in order to build the consecutive muscle, and then I can start to add others. So in order to slow that down and to help you recognize, what we do is put a paywall in place so that now you have the opportunity to start 1, 2, or 3 streaks. And then when you start the 4th, you actually subscribe to the app, indicating that you're ready. You're ready to keep going. You're ready to make this a part of your life, and you want to make it a part of your life. So you have 3 streaks. Slow down, get those streaks going, make it happen for a couple of 100 days, and then you can start your 4th and 5th and 6th streak. The method behind the madness of this is really about slowing down to keep your self-improvement consistency and consecutiveness high. When you do that, when you build that consecutive muscle, it really does allow you to do other things that you've intended to do. You get all of those streaks going. You make it happen in a real and concise way so that your self-improvement is beneficial to you and continues to be beneficial to you in the long run. That's why, so one of those things is paywall. Now, the other things that we're doing with this subscribe is you'll be able to open directly to your streaks page. Mentioned before that some people want to go straight to their streaks page rather than the social media feed. We have you open to the social media feed for a whole number of reasons. 1, to support the community. 2, to support the app so that we can continue to provide it for many, many people. But if you want to go straight to the streaks page, we're going to give you a way to do that. It's if you subscribe, then you'll get an option in your profile under app settings that allows you to open straight to the streaks page so that you only visit the feed when you want to. This, again, helps you in the sense that it helps both of us. It's a win-win situation where it helps you because you go straight to your streaks page and all of the different the self-improvement streaks, you're going to there and you don't have to look at the feed if you don't want to. And 2, it helps us because we continue to fund the Streaking app so that we can provide it for more and more people. So this upgrade, everything that's going into it is a game changer. Now, there's a whole bunch of things that you'll benefit from in front of the paywall, in front of the subscription, and others that if you subscribe, you'll be able to have a whole bunch of really neat and continuing features that will go forward. So that's the Streaking app. It's coming in the sense of the upgrade. That's a Streaking app upgrade, and it is really going to be fantastic. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for you to try it out. Yes, some things have changed, and you'll be a little bit, some of us who don't like change at all, when we changed it from what it was originally, it used to have hexagons that were something that you'd tap to mark that your streak was complete. We had people that are streakers that wrote in and said, don't like the new change, understand that, and also know that all of these changes are in support of you and really getting you what you need to continue self-improvement on a regular, consistent basis. So enjoy. It's gonna come out tomorrow. It'll be for Android and iOS tomorrow. And when I say tomorrow, it could be tomorrow midnight, so it might be even Saturday. But you'll have that new Streaking app. If you haven't downloaded it yet and you're listening to this, you've heard a little bit about it. And go ahead and download it and see what the changes are all about. If you want to learn more about streaking methodology, really neat thing that I read in one of the social media posts inside the Streaking app is one of the streakers said, after I read the book, I realized that I could do laughably small things and they count. I don't have to feel guilty about doing laughably small things. That's right. You don't. Do them consistently. Enjoy it. Get things done like you never thought you would before. This person was working on a photo book, or this user was working on a photo book, thought that they had to do several pages at a time, realized that, you know what, I'm just going to add one photo to the photo book, and lo and behold, all of a sudden they have a book that they've tried to produce for a long time and now are actually doing it. It works. I'm telling you, it works. You know that if you're listening to this. If your friends don't know it, share it with them. Share the Streaking app with them. Share the Streaking book. You can buy it at Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Christmas is coming up. Maybe a Christmas gift for them. Barnes & Noble, anywhere books are sold, Streaking book is there. You can also download it from Audible and listen to it. If you wouldn't mind doing all of us a favor, is rating the book and also the app. What that does is get it out in front of more people so that they then can start their streaks. Invite your friends to start streaking with you. Create a community in the app. It'd be great. Anyway, I hope that you have a fantastic Thursday. And until we talk again, keep streaking.